started, I want to thank our title sponsor, Align Credit Union, Kendall Ross right to my right here. Our friend sponsor, the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business Program. Our media sponsor, the Lawrence Community Access Television, who will be filming and editing this today for us. And we also have the Eagle Tribune here as well. And Rumbo also, who will be receiving an award in a little bit. And I want to thank some elected officials, Methuen Mayor Neil Perry, who's on his way. State Senator Diana DeZoglio. We have from Senator Bruce Tarr's office, Mary Ann as well. Right here, yep. State Representative Linda Dean Campbell. State Representative Andy Vargas. State Representative Christina Minicucci. And we also have Ray Roble, who's the chairman of the Methuen Board of Health. So thank you all for being here as well today. I want to introduce first, to say a few words, our sponsor, Ken Del Rossi with Align Credit Union.
Thank you, Michael. I will be brief, I promise. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so happy to be standing here in person. I don't know about any of you, but I'm zoomed the hell out. Align Credit Union has been the sponsor of this event for well over a decade now. And now more than ever, we are proud to support an event that highlights small businesses in the Merrimack Valley. In the face of a global pandemic, your businesses persevered, and I want to commend you all for the contributions and successes during one of the most challenging times that our country has ever faced. We have all been affected by COVID-19, both personally and professionally, and I know that as a business person myself, the toll has been substantial. In the last 15 months, many of you have had to rethink the way you operate, pivot completely, or even start from scratch with a new model. Adapting to this new normal was and is a feat within itself. Dealing with the increased safety protocol and labor challenges while also finding ways to innovate along the way. I am certain that all the businesses that we are celebrating today have made pivots and adjustments in order to both survive and thrive during all this uncertainty. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy and the cornerstones of our communities. We all rely on small business in our daily lives, and they help shape our local cities and regions, which the Merrimack Valley truly exemplifies. From all of your contributions to local employment and taxes, to driving innovation and income, we are lucky to have such a vibrant and diverse business community here in the Valley. In closing, I admire all of you for your entrepreneurship. Please know that we are here to support you, and I look forward to watching your businesses grow and succeed. Thank you and congratulations to all.
Great speech.
Thank you to Ken. Align Credit Union, that was perfectly put. Align Credit Union's been the sponsor year after year after year of this. We had last year during the middle of the pandemic, and it's great to be back on this side of the pandemic now, back into business. I want to welcome Methuen Mayor Neil Perry, who came in as well. And I just want to mention that, Ken, what Ken says is 100% true. You are the Merrimack Valley. There's so many times during this pandemic you could have just stopped, not moving forward, but each and every day you decided to move forward. And I just want to thank each and every one of you and all of your businesses. There's someone else I want to thank right to my right, Robert Nelson, who's the Mass Director of the US SBA. I don't think there's anyone who's probably worked as hard as him during this entire pandemic. Anything businesses need, the SBA was here, working literally around the clock to help you, to be there for you. And I just want to thank Rob Nelson from the SBA for being here for us, for being here for the Merrimack Valley. Literally, any time of the day, you could call him, you could call his office, and they're there to help. So with that being said, I want to welcome Mass Director of the SBA, Robert Nelson.
Thank you, Mike, for that very kind introduction, and I'm certainly very excited to be here with all of you in person. And I note that this is my first large in-person event since pre-COVID, so it is wonderful to see all of you, to be here without a mask, even though I'm breaking the government rules because I'm supposed to have a mask on, but that said, hey, I always live on the edge, but what an incredible 15 months it has been. I don't have to tell all of you that, but it certainly, as Ken mentioned, it's certainly strange to be speaking before you, not looking at the Hollywood squares, and it's definitely been an incredible journey. But we've done some amazing things over the past 15 months, working remotely and still being able to deliver and being able to connect. But it's wonderful to be here in person. But I want you to know that with this chamber and with Joe, Joe, every single week with Secretary Keneally, with his call with the business community, Joe was often the very first person to ask the question or to lobby for the businesses here in the Merrimack Valley. And I'm speaking from the heart, and I'm speaking honestly. You have a champion here with Joe Bevilacqua, and so
I'll call my wife back.
But I also want to recognize the small businesses that are here today. You've all been on the front lines, trying to keep employees paid, trying to keep food on the table for people. It has been a very hard, difficult battle, but I applaud all of the small businesses for what you've done over the past 15 months. It really has been amazing, and I applaud all of you. But, it's really interesting. At this annual celebration, and I've been with the SBA for a long time and have been to this event many, many years, I look through the small business awardees and try to see who has the SBA connection. And I'm telling you, almost every single business being recognized today has an SBA connection because of the programs that we helped to deliver over the past 15 months. I'm talking about PPP loans. I'm talking about economic injury disaster loans. I'm talking about the targeted advances, the supplemental advances, the restaurant revitalization grant funds. I'm telling you, just about every small business, and you'll hear me mention some of the numbers, which I think are just absolutely amazing and historic. But it's certainly wonderful to be here before all of you, and I'm humbled and honored to speak with you. But I want you to know that there's lots of things that we're still working on, even though PPP, as far as the applications, that's ended, that's over. But the SBA is going to continue to be here to help with the recovery and to help small businesses to continue to move forward. But I know that we're all excited with where we are right now. Over the past 15 months, we've felt and heard your stresses and your pains, but we're now hearing your optimism and your excitement about the reopening and where we are. So it's certainly encouraging. But I wanted to share just quickly some numbers, just because I do really think it is amazing. And what you have to remember is that the SBA, we're a small agency. We really are. But we were charged with helping small businesses to survive this crisis and this pandemic. So on PPP, the last round of PPP, in Massachusetts alone, we did over 100,000 approvals, over $7 billion. Amazing numbers. And on the forgiveness, one of the things that I want you all to know, so the whole goal of the PPP is that it ends up being a grant and ends up being 100% forgiven. So that's what we're hoping happens. So out of the PPPs that were done in 2020, there were 5.2 million of them done nationwide. We're at 3.3 million loans that have gone through the forgiveness process, and the stats show that almost 100% of those have been totally forgiven. And so I know that our SBA Associate Administrator on a call that I was on last week, he set a goal for the SBA that he wants forgiveness to be 100% in the rearview mirror by Labor Day. And so that's not just the first rounds of PPP, but this is the ones that we're in right now. So the SBA is working on further streamlining the process, and so there are some things in the works, but we know that small businesses, you know, in all likelihood, they're going to be forgiven, but you have that anxiety waiting for the lender's decision and the SBA decision, and you know, that you don't have a debt on your balance sheet. And so I just wanted you to know that, you know, we're going to be speeding this up and further streamlining this. But on the total PPP and idle dollars, and I'm talking just Massachusetts, this is where it really is historic. And we're at $25 billion, and that's just Massachusetts. So it really is a remarkable historic time and historic challenge that the SBA helped to deliver. And I don't have to tell all of you that it has not been a perfect ride, and you know, I continue to get calls from frantic small businesses who, you know, over the times, you know, oftentimes they're crying, you know, on the phone with me, and you know, I'm hearing their story and their struggles and their challenges. But when you look at the numbers and the dollars that we've been able to deliver, you know, it really, this is what keeps me going and not retiring, and keeping me, you know, committed to helping small businesses. But you know, I just want to quickly go over a couple of the other things that are currently happening and that we're currently working on. So the Shuttered Venue Operator Grant, the awards are starting to happen and the dollars are starting to go out. This is a $16.2 billion program. You know, so as it's been a slower start, these grants are much more complicated. You know, I've heard that some of these applications, you know, they've submitted 100 documents to the SBA in order to try to substantiate that they're eligible and what their loss and their injury has been, and that they're eligible for the different priority periods. But when I look at the stories and the applications for some of these businesses, and you'll hear them when they come out, you know, they're institutions of our community, you know, and these are big names, and you're talking about tens to $20 million losses over this pandemic and crisis. But you know, so this SVOG grant program, the dollars are starting to come, so this is going to be another shot in the arm for these businesses and the economy. But the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, we delivered this program really quick, and I'm very proud of what we've been able to do. So we received appropriations of $28.6 billion. We received applications of over $70 billion. So, you know, we're hoping that Congress is going to appropriate additional funds, because I know that there are businesses that have not received approvals yet for the RRF, and there's no doubt that these businesses are hurting and they need the support from the SBA and from this program. But when you look at how quickly we've been able to get those dollars out to this hardest hit segment, again, I'm a very competitive person. I always try to make sure that Massachusetts gets more than its fair share of these federal dollars into the community. And I'm happy to let you know, it's not published, but you know, over 2,500 grants under the RRF for over $800 million. So it's just, again, another historic, and we got this money out quickly, and we got these grants approved very quickly. But just a couple quick things. I want you to know that economic injury loans are still available. So if you've not applied for an economic injury disaster loan, these are directly through the SBA at sba.gov/disaster. We're currently doing loans up to 24 months worth of working capital for loans of $500,000. We had only been doing $150,000 with 6 months worth of working capital. But if you have received an economic injury loan and you want an increase, it's a pretty easy step in order to request an increase from what you previously received in order to get additional economic injury disaster loan funds from the SBA. So certainly reach out to Lisa Gonzalez-Welch, reach out to me, any of the SBA staff if you have questions on how to go about that process. But I want you to know that the economic injury loans, we're still accepting applications. So this still is a program that is available and helping a lot of small businesses businesses to survive. So in Massachusetts, it's almost $4 billion that we've done in EIDL loans in Massachusetts. But the other thing that I'll share with you, the SBA administrator has mentioned publicly that she wants the EIDL loan to go back to $2 million per small business, which is the statutory limit. So I think in the near future, you'll see that we'll be offering those loans, increases up from the $500,000 up to the potential $2 million with the 24 months worth of working capital. But the last thing I'll mention before I get the hook from Mike and Joe is, don't forget about the SBA's regular loan programs. So with the SBA, if you need growth capital, our 7A program, our 504 program, there's no fees to small businesses, there's no fees to lenders. Our guarantee through the end of September, it's up to 90% on most of our loans. And if the loan gets approved and funded before the end of September, SBA will be making 3 months worth of payments on those loans. We're not talking a deferment, we're talking about the government actually making 3 months worth of payments. It's capped at $9,000 a month per loan. So there's enhancements with the SBA's programs. So if you need some help, Align is an active SBA lender. So certainly, there's folks ready, willing, and able to assist with our traditional loan programs. But Larry Andrews, where are you? I wanted to give a big shout out to my friend Larry from Mass Growth Capital. Larry knows. If anyone knows what my life has been like over the last 15 months, it's Larry, because he's been doing the same thing from the state side. And so, Larry, thank you for what you've been able to deliver from MGCC, but I wouldn't be able to end without recognizing my team, the SBA staff. So Lisa Gonzalez-Wells, my lender relations specialist. I really do think I have the best SBA office in the entire country. It's a great team. But I have to applaud all of the lenders and our community partners. You heard me mention from the very beginning, we're a small agency. The only way that we were able to do these numbers is with the support that we received from the lending community, from our community partners. So thank you to all of you, because it's been a joint effort with all of us to help small businesses so that they're still here. And so thank you for the chance to share some remarks.
Michael's got something for you. Tommy, let's do one.
On behalf of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce, I just want to say thank you for everything you do, and I just want to present you with this plaque.
First of all, this is probably the first time in history that business and the public know what PPP, EIDL mean. They've never understood the government bureaucracy lingo. There, as Michael mentioned, there has never been an agency in the federal government that has worked harder for more people than the SBA. I have an opportunity to be, and I don't know how I got on, but I have an opportunity to be on the White House partnership phone calls with the president and the administrator and other people. And the message that they carry is exactly the message that Bob carries. But I can call Bob, and when I say to Bob, Bob, we need you to meet with this business. You know what Bob's answer is? It's not, well, I'm busy, come to Boston. Bob's answer says, when do you want me to be there? And give him another round of applause. So we're now going to present the awards. First of all, if you're an award recipient, please stay for, we're going to do a group photo on the front stairs, if you would. And then also what will happen is that we're going to call you up. You can say thank you, say a few words, and then Michael's going to present you with a plaque, and then Tom will take your picture, and then we'll go on to the next one. But before we start, give the Burrows a round of applause, because we were set last night, we were here last night setting up for about 125, 145 people. Obviously, we exceeded that, and we want to say thank you. It just means that people are glad to be out, and we want to say thank you to all of you. So then, the other agency, and the strength of the Merrimack Valley Chambers, you can just see for yourself, is the fact that not only do we know what these acronyms mean of these different agencies, we actually know what they do, who they are, and more importantly, we know who to call. And one of the agencies that we call SBA every day, Lisa works out of our office, as you know, and but one of the agencies that we call is the Mass Growth Capital Corporation. And Larry Andrews and I have been friends for, I forgot how many years, Larry, but there is another agency that on the state level that we've called upon to help small business, and the Mass Growth Capital Corporation is one. So we'd like to present Larry Andrews with an award in recognition of his great work on behalf of small business here in the Merrimack Valley and this state.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I just want to, Chuck is back there. Chuck is one of our lenders, and I'll do a quick story. December 20th, we got a call from the Secretary of Business Development for the state, and they said, what would you do with $1 billion? And so we said, well, we think, give me a day. And he said, well, the governor's going to announce it tomorrow, so you got to figure it out. And so in the next, the good news is within 12 hours, it was down to $700 million. And so what we were able to do is within 4 months is give out, and I don't say give out. People deserve this money. Over $700 million to 15,000 businesses. And those, and what was amazing is 50% went to minority, women-owned businesses. Actually, 75% went to women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, disabled-owned businesses, LGBTQ, and this, I missed one. But anyways, just an amazing outpouring, and thank you so much. Again, thanks my colleague, Bob Nelson, and his effort. And one of the things that every week, and now it's every other week. Joe always reminds me that the Merrimack Valley is right up to the border of New Hampshire that doesn't have sales tax, and so it's different. But we do know it. Joe's a good friend, and look forward to serving you as we move forward. Thank you so much.
So Michael's going to give you a clap. We'll get a photo. Family photo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Larry. The other Business Assistance Award goes to an agency that you may have heard about. It's the SBA. And the reason why the SBA is getting this award as the recipient is because of the fact that literally we have been working with the SBA on veterans programs, along with Representative Linda Campbell, who's helping coordinate our veterans program, with women in business programs, minority-owned business programs, for years. In fact, Lisa Gonzalez-Welch, who is the economic development specialist for this region for Bob, literally uses our office as an outpost. The SBA is the agency that we call for help for small business. And there is no one more familiar with the SBA than the Merrimack Valley Chamber. And we want to recognize Bob Nelson. Bob, come up.
I get a second one myself.
I get two.
Thank you. Thank you. The Merrimack Valley Chamber is a leader in cultural and tourism promotions. I've said it before, I'll have to say it again. You've been with the rest, now you're with the best. And it's because of you, the members, and the programs that we work together on. We are actually doing right now that we will announce with the Secretary on June 23rd, the Merrimack Valley Chamber hosts the Secretary Keneally for a business development conference. And we are going to introduce our tourism recovery program efforts. We are now doing something that no other chamber or business organization anywhere is doing, and it's getting huge, huge, huge hits and responses to help put businesses back together in our restaurants. And you'll hear more about this. But cultural tourism is an important part of our economy, and we want to recognize Mistlewood events at Endicott College. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eileen Geyer, and this is my colleague, Claudine Mitchell. Good morning. It has been such a pleasure to be part of the Merrimack Valley. It's great to see everyone, like it's been said before, not as a, Hollywood Square. So because we are cultural, I will tell you that you probably heard me talk about it, but we actually do have our live concert series are coming back to the North Shore, so please grab your friends, grab a lounge chair, come back, see some reggae, country, jazz, and then we have some other things planned, and the Concours d'Elegance, and all of that information can be found on our website, or you can reach out to Claudine or I. So,
Thank you. Michael has a clap for you. All right. Congratulations. I'd like to recognize two other people that have come in. Former Lawrence Mayor Michael Sullivan, and also Father Chris Wallace from All Saints Parish here in Haverhill. Our Discovery Education Award is very, very important to us. We are actively involved in education at all levels, workforce development. You'll hear more about a very innovative workforce development program that we'll be initiating very shortly. And we want to recognize Clark School, which is a K-12 co-educational independent day school located in Raleigh. So where is our friend Jeff? Jeff, right there. Welcome. Where is it?
I guess I'll be brief. I am second generation Clark. The school has been growing tremendously. We're one of the more fortunate organizations during this time. A lot of people were looking for in-person, and that was something we definitely did. We've gotten to the point where we're even outgrowing our banks, so anybody wants to come up and talk to me afterwards, that's always a great thing. But more importantly, one of the things that has really thrust us ahead has been this strange and mysterious thing called e-blast that we've done with the chamber. If anybody wants to talk to me about why that has worked so well for us, I would love to talk to you about that. So we're really pleased to be recognized, and we're just thrilled to be growing, particularly at this time. And as I head to 2 graduations later today, we're really excited about rejoicing in the growth and exploration of the children. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to go back to the Cultural Tourism Program and recognizing Brian Howard from the North Andover Historical Society, which is a nonprofit educational institution, which is a fabulous opportunity for us right here in North Andover and also throughout the Merrimack Valley. So welcome, Brian Howard. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks, Mike. When the North Andover Historical Society committed to reinventing itself in the fall of 2019, nobody could have foreseen what the coming year would have in store. I got here in January of 2020, and the world shut down 9 weeks later. To get involved in this community and to see the intense interest in what our organization could do for the community in our reinvention, and to have your support and to look out over the room today and see so many people that I've already met and worked with and who have invested in our project and shown us that you want us to be successful, to be a true gem in the community. It's just, it makes my heart warm, and I am just so pleased to be a part of this. And the Chamber, the strength that you've given to our organization and to the business community in general speaks very highly of your efforts. So Joe, Mike, everybody, thank you very much.
We'd like to continue with our Discovery and Education Program Awards. Accepting is Sophia Smith from the Entrepreneurship for All, and they are focused on helping all to succeed in over 500 businesses started by E4All alumni. And I want to mention that Sofan, where is she? She's here. There, come on up. Is going to be a speaker at our June 23rd Economic Business Development Conference with Secretary Michael Keneally and a panel of great people. And she is one of them, so please come by. Give her a round of applause.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sofan Smith. I am here with my colleague, Ren Santiago. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you all and to see such lovely faces with both eyes and smiles and no longer just this view anymore. So that's wonderful. At E for All, we turn dreams into businesses, and we do this by working with entrepreneurs and dreamers. They have a vision, an idea in mind, and we give them the tools and the resources to turn that dream into a business by not only providing the resources, but also mentors as well. And so it's a pleasure to be here, and hopefully we will be able to work more together in the future. Thank you.
Absolutely. I see you on the 23rd. Our next award will be in the Environmental Award category. We want to recognize Philip Aberzek from the Merrimack Industrial Sales, but let me tell you a little bit about it. Located here in Haverhill, they provide the latest and cutting-edge automation technology products from a large selection of leading manufacturers and the highest quality. We have selected them in this category because of the programs and products that they have initiated, and that includes solar panels programs, power stations, lighting, and if you go into their facility, family-owned operated, right here in Haverhill, not too far from here, you will see the most amazing technology that I have no idea how they do it, what it is. All I know is that he tells me it works. And we're so proud of Phil and his whole family and team. So Phil, come on up with your group. The Merrimack Industrial Sales. Did you bring a sample?
I always come with something for you, Joe. For you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Good morning. It's nice to be here with you all today. I brought along with me my son, Philip. My name is Philip Aberisk Jr. I'm president of Merrimack Industrial and Convectronics companies here in Haverhill. And my son, Philip III, handles day-to-day operations for us. We've been in business for 43 years now, and we're 75 employees strong, and we're located right here in the industrial park in Haverhill. We've been there for 28 years. We started out in Lawrence, Mass., moved to Methuen, and now we're in beautiful Wood Hill Industrial Park. We're actually broken up into about 4 segments where we sell industrial electrical components to such as Siemens, ABB, Schneider Urotherm products. So we're an industrial distributor of these products, but we also manufacture heating elements, and we integrate control panels. It's been challenging over the past several years. We had a great industrial base here in Haverhill, but as you know, it's all kind of deteriorated to a certain level. So what we did is we reinvented ourselves and looked for new markets. And those new markets that we're in now, hydrogen fueling, we're into EV charging stations. We build distribution cabinets for Eversource, and we're also in data acquisition for solar panels so that you can collect all this data from solar farms. So we found all these new markets and reinvented ourselves, and it's made us that much stronger. And I think going into the future, over the next 5 to 10 years, we have some new markets that are going to take off. So we're very proud of our company. We have a great workforce, and we hope to continue here in Haverhill and grow and continue to employ people and meet all the challenges and the demands we have today. And I'll tell you one thing, if you listen to your customers, they'll drive your business, and they'll also show you the direction, and that's what we do. We take care of our customers, and we work hard at it. So it's a pleasure to be here with you, and Joe, I appreciate it. And Michael, thank you very much.
Here's your notes. Oh, thank you. But let me tell you, the person that really runs the store, his sister Karen, where is she? Oh, right there. Hey, give her a round of applause. Come on in for the photo. Come on in the photo. Am I right?
Of course. Always right, Joe.
You know, we know our members, and we have such a good time with everyone. In our second environmental award, we want to recognize Somos Green Innovations. Julio Santos will be accepting. It's a family-owned business built on shared values, courtesy, integrity, and commitment to helping others reach their goals. Their innovations put communities it serves first through donations, incentives, quality service, and programs, and they are an environmental educational company with great resources. Please welcome Julio.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for all your team, and thank you, everyone finally to be here, face to face, everyone.
Great.
I want to also thank my partners, my assistant, my friend, and obviously my wife as well. You hear that, Vargas? So I want to just make sure that because she's the one actually moving this program and help me and be here today. When Michael told me about this reward that we're going to receive today, I said, do they know everybody knows exactly what we do? It's three things that Somos Green Innovations really means. Number one is identity. Number two is consciousness. And number three is inclusiveness. All three things is basically what we're supposed to do. My idea of receiving a reward is because you know exactly what we do and why we do it. We just donate a solar system to developing countries, a nursing home. My reward is to, when I traveled there, I saw all the elderly people receiving that donation. That way they don't have to choose between putting food on the table and paying the electrical bills. That's my real reward. When I do this type of jobs, is I want to see everyone doing the same thing that I do. Because I include those people like part of my own culture. I can help clean the oceans and all those things we can all do together. And this is the perfect time. We just finished this pandemic, but that's just an idea to reconnect again, but really do things for people who really need it. So this is the perfect time to do it. So please, let's help me in this project as well, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you. And by the way, we have citations from the Senators Bruce Tarr and Diana DiZoglio. Representative Campbell and the state reps have given us citations as well, and they're receiving those as they come up. Thank you again. Congrats. Give them another round of applause. And we also have citations from Mayor Perry. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Healthcare, critical issue. Obviously, no one did not hear the word health during this last year and a half. Everyone struggled to find a vaccination site. Everyone struggled to make a connection. Everyone struggled to make an appointment. Well, AFC Urgent Care helped you. And we want to recognize her, Lisa Williams, for doing such a tremendous job helping people throughout the entire Merrimack Valley and beyond. Lisa Williams, come on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this award, and of course, I've always loved and enjoyed everything we do for the Merrimack Valley. I want to introduce you to our new partner, this is Zaka. He's helped us tremendously throughout the entire process, everything through COVID. He's been a huge support to AFC.
Hi, welcome everyone. Nice to meet you all this morning. Lisa and I have been working together, and for a while now. We have. It was a crazy year for everyone, especially for all of us in healthcare. We tested tens of thousands of people, and I cannot. Normally, like a small business owner doesn't want to turn away revenue, but I can't tell you how thankful I am that you don't have to do that anymore. In fact, we have a weekly provider call with all of our doctors, and they were telling me last week, you know what, people are coming in for normal stuff again. the injuries, the cuts, the bruises. It's the good old days. And no one is better than we are. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Take a photo over here, all right? Thank you again. And again, we're looking backwards, and you think about it, but it seems like, to me at least, seems like so long ago. And this is the good old days right now. And our second award recipient for the Healthcare Award, Samaritan Home Care, Marcia Pasway is going to be accepting the award. And they're a local family-owned, operated non-medical home care agency providing services to individuals with disabilities, injuries, difficulties with mobility, illnesses, or post-hospital rehab stay to help them remain safe at home, preventing problems like falls and other issues. So please, well, hey, you snuck up on me. Come on, my friend. How are you?
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Chamber for the opportunity. This has been a great time, a great opportunity. I also want to thank my husband, Pastor Alice passed away. He's been along when we started this. He's been praying. He's the one that supported me. You know, as a small business owner, you wear several hats. When you come in, he will be there and be able to wear some of those hats. So I just want to give him that thank you. A shout out to the Chamber team, because during this challenging time, they have been there finding innovative, ways to be able to keep small business connected. So I just want to give you guys a shout out and thank you, everybody. We are a local, family operated, like Joe just said, senior in-home care, and we help our clients stay safe and independent at home. I'm a registered nurse. I've been in the hospital. I work with insurance, home care. So I do have a passion for taking care of people. And with this in-home care, we've experienced that with family, and we want to just give that also to other families. So we're not afraid to also roll up our sleeves in the office and go in and be able to help and make a meal, cook, or do something around the house. So we're here to help, and now that things are getting better, if you're looking to have somebody stay with mom or dad or grandma, we're here to help you. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to the SBA, because you have been so helpful. And I see coming here without masks is like hope for the future. So I want to say we are moving in the right direction. And I tell you what, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you. In the Innovative Award category, New England Die Cutting was selected. Unfortunately, they are at a business meeting and are not able to be here, but New England Die Cutting will be one of the panelists at our June 23rd Economic Development Conference. The other company that we have had an Innovative the Award recipient is Next Stage Medical. They are busy doing business. They said thank you, but they are not able to attend. In the Longevity Award, one of the things that Bob Nelson can tell you better than I is how family-owned businesses survive and how many times they pass through and how long can they stay in business. And one of the things we wanted to recognize companies that have stayed in business despite all the challenges. And when Michael and I visit small businesses literally every day, 3 or 4 every day, and when you hear the stories of what they have to go through each and every day that you live these small business issues, it's amazing that small businesses continue to survive today. We want to recognize Easy Way Cleaners, Longevity Award, Peter Carboni. Come on down. Hello, Donna.
Hey, nice to see smiling faces with no masks. So nice to see everybody's smile. My partner and the rest of my fellow workers are unable to be here today because thanks to Joe, the Chamber, the SBA, and our small bank, Pentucket Bank, we were able to procure the PPP loans to keep us in business when we had no business. As you all are well aware, when you're on Zoom, pajamas do not need to be dry cleaned. So now that I see you back with suits and dresses, I hope you all are patronizing your own local dry cleaners and bringing business back, because we were not alone. Every small business and I can only speak to the dry cleaning and laundry business, we lost 80% of our business. But now, as each week goes by, we have increased in such a way that we're back to almost full force. But the other side of it is, which many of you are also aware, is you can't get enough workers anymore. Your workers who you had to lay off or had to pay with PPP funds, but eventually they found other jobs or other things to do, and now the struggle is to rehire. So you are not alone. I understand, because we're going through the same thing. But if it wasn't for the SBA and the banks and the chamber, there's a lot of us that wouldn't be in this room today. So thank you very much.
Peter left one entity out. Obviously, the banks are critical. We want to say thank you to all our banking and credit union partners. The SBA critical. The chamber obviously is very helpful. But it's you, the business owner and worker and employee, needs to be recognized. There's so much can be said about this next company. Paper Potpourri, Elaine Barker. I've known Elaine, I think, all my life. But there's something about Elaine that is just a community unto itself. She's like the whirlwind that you see on the news. When you see the tornado funnel, that's Elaine. And Elaine is at every community event, at any event that someone is being helped, Elaine is there trying to help. She's the greeter at our church. She is just the person that you would see anywhere. And if you don't see her there, you know something's wrong. But as importantly as the fact, she has a tremendous business with Paper Potpourri. Please welcome my friend Elaine Barker, Paper Potpourri. And to make sure I said the right thing, she brought her pastor along. I'm only kidding, you know that.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right.
Good morning, everyone. Michael and Joe, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so very, very much for this award. I looked longevity up in the dictionary. It means a long duration of an individual life and service. Why am I here today, still living? Well, I've tried to accept everything that has happened in my life. I think that's very, very important. I think positive all the time. I surround myself with positive people, and that includes each and every one of you here, because you would not be members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber if you didn't have a positive thought in your head. My parents instilled in me to be honest and respectful and caring. That has continued to keep me here as long as I have been. I do not surround myself with any negative people, never. Another very important thing, I kept my faith. Each and every one of us should keep our faith to live a good, long life. And you know something? Do you know who my best friend is? God. He is my very, very best friend, and he's not through with me. I know he has a lot still for me to do. Blessings to each and every one of you, and thank you so
much. Manufacturing. People have thought that manufacturing was dead in Massachusetts. Let me tell you firsthand, with all the companies that we have here, that's not true. One of the things that the Chamber knows intimately is the products that our manufacturers make and who they sell it to. Because we're required to issue certificates of origin, so we know they're selling their products literally around the world. And it's great to see products made here in Massachusetts sold around the world. One of the best local companies, A.W. Chesterton, is here. They are a world leader in helping process industry companies and manufacturers improve the reliability and efficiency of their rotating, stationary, and fluid power equipment platforms. They have a wide range of industries who have purchased their award-winning pump and valve sealing solutions, applications, equipment maintenance, and all the other associated applications. Please welcome Thuro Varagan, VP of Engineering, and Charlie Spurtle, VP of Operations from A.W. Chesterton, located in Groveland.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's a great honor to receive this award from Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. And this is my first time here. I've been here with 20 plus years. And Chesterton, I want to say a little bit about Chesterton. Chesterton's been in the industry for 137 years. Our chairman and CEO is the fourth generation, is a family-owned company, and we are in around over 100 plus countries servicing from here. If you drive by Salem Street in Groveland, you won't see we are serving. It's a very quiet place, but it's a manufacturing. We manufacture all the products, and we supply globally. We have global operations. And once again, I thank you on behalf of Chesterton family and for this great award. And have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Straumann USA, who manufactures, for those that are fortunate to want an implant, that's who Straumann makes. That's what Straumann makes. They're in Andover. They're a global leader in implant dentistry. They've opened a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant with sales and distribution in Andover back in 2005, created over 500 jobs. We were there for the grand opening, and it's a tremendous company. And when I went to the opening, I said to myself, what are dental implants and who's going to use them? And now it's a state-of-the-art. Thank you to our friends at Straumann USA, accepting Douglas Fogg. That's what I said. That's what I said back then. Was I wrong? After you.
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. As we were introduced, we started the plant, opened it up. It was a Swiss company. It is a Swiss company. We started manufacturing in the U.S., and we're manufacturing, selling both in the U.S. and globally. And they put the plant in Andover because of the skilled workforce in the Merrimack Valley. Everything we have is computer controlled, robotic, super high quality, and we wouldn't be able to compete globally without the skilled workforce. We also benefit a lot from the vocational schools and educational infrastructure around. So we're successful, and it's nice to be part of the organization here. Thank you.
Thank you. Media. We've heard so many things about the media over the last couple decades. We're very fortunate we have such a great working relationship, whether it be Lawrence Community Television, HC Media, who will be editing these films, whether it be our local Eagle Tribune, whether it be our bilingual newspaper, the Merrimack Valley, our friends at Rumbo. We work together, and we want to be able to share the information about these types of programs because there is so much help out there. And the Chamber, I can tell you that during the pandemic, when we were all locked down, we were sending out daily advisories on call this agency for help, call this agency about PPP, call this agency about workforce issues, call the Growth Capital Committee. There's so much opportunity, and we use the media in a positive way, and they obviously use us in a positive way to get the information out to you, all of you. Please welcome Dalia and Alberto from Rumbo, our Media Advocate Award recipient. Is Tim Coker here? Shouldn't you be in school at your age? Say a few words. One of you.
Everybody knows she's the Speaker of the House.
I know that too.
Say it. Everybody knows that she's the Speaker of the House, so Mike.
That's a regular line. No, we've been talking a lot. First of all, thank you so much, Joe, Michael. We've been talking this morning a lot about COVID, and let me tell you, last month, Rumbo had an anniversary, 25 years. And for the past 2 years, we had been planning, what are we going to do for the anniversary? And COVID happened. So everything went down. We couldn't do anything. It got to the point that we even thought everything was shut down. We couldn't deliver the paper. he's looking for work now. He used to do the distribution himself. So it got to the point that I said, instead of celebrating 25 years, we're gonna have to shut down the paper. We didn't know what to do, so we went online only. We were only online, we were always before. But then we stayed only online and prayed to see what happened. Well, it turned out so well that we have now, because we lowered the prices, we have more advertisers than ever before. We didn't lose a single one. And Rumbo is not going back in print. So you see, there is a shining cloud to every dark day. What we thought it was going to be so bad, it turned out a good retirement for him. I continue to work. But you have to be positive, and if anything, this pandemic has taught people how to do things differently. Okay, we're not going to sit back and play dead or cry. We're just going to find new ways to do things, and we're doing greater than ever. So you're going to have Rumbo for a long time.
Great, that's great. Give it to Michael. The other Media Advocate Award, I don't see, is Tim Coco here? WHAV. We want to, Tim was playing, must have got tied up with a news story. We want to recognize WHAV, we'll present his award later. You can give him a round of applause. In the minority-owned category, the newest, or one of the newest Heavenly Donuts is in Lawrence on S Street, right next door to the Chamber. They are not able to attend because they're making the donuts. So please welcome and please say thank you to Heavenly Donuts Lawrence. We'll present their award later. And the other minority award recipients, Visionary Sports Academy, accepting is Brian McCrae. And the Vision team is a group of teachers, advocates, advisors, and former athletes and fathers who have come together to solve some of the potential issues involving athletic and personal development. They're interested in the physical development of the athlete, and they're working on any task or challenge that stands between them. Is he here? Hey, there he is. I just see you on that side. Please say a few words.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian McCrae, part owner of Visionary Sports Academy. My other partner, Rowan Baptiste, is unable to make it here, but he's definitely great on the award. This is a blessing for us. We started last year, around this time during the pandemic. Basically what we do is we help kids with football training in terms of offensive line and defensive line work. I specialize in that, and my friend Rowan specializes in running backs and linebackers. And basically what we do is we try to be a full perspective type of program where we help kids in terms of recruiting. We also help kids in terms of understanding the emotional aspects of sports, and then also in terms of just the training itself. Over the past year, we started with one location in Cambridge, and then when we met, we moved into the Westford location, and then we linked up with Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. And now looking up, we've already done 2 camps, large-sized camps, and we've also done, now we have 4 locations as of now. So we have one in Brockton, we have one in Boston, and now we still have the one in Westford and also Cambridge. So we are growing leaps and bounds. Unfortunately, we don't have that many people that do this type of work, but like I said, we enjoy it and we love it. And like I said, no government funding for us. We just work with the money that we have and just continue to help kids as much as we can. We have about, as of right now, we have 4 kids that have received Division I scholarship offers, and they've actually accepted. We have 2 kids that went to University of Rhode Island that got scholarships, and we've had 1 kid signed with Franklin Pierce. And then we just had 1 kid that was offered last night from Colgate University. So it's been going great. And like I said, please, if you know kids and any opportunities, please bring them on to us. We would love to take them and love to work with them. And if you have government funding, we'd be interested in that as well. So thank you, guys.
And again, I want to remind the award recipients who are going to be doing a photo at the front steps at the conclusion. In the nonprofit community service award, we're very proud of the service clubs that we work with on a regular basis. Kiwanis Club of Greater Lawrence is very, very active, and they have approximately 40 members from the Andover, Lawrence, Methuen, and North Andover area of Massachusetts. Please welcome Bob McDougall.
Good morning, everyone. The mission of the Kiwanis Club is to serve the children of the world, and we're very pleased to serve the children of the Merrimack Valley. If you have a passion for serving children, we invite you to join us. Our table is right over here. You can recognize me with a red jacket, so please come along and join the Kiwanis Club of Greater Lawrence. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. In the Nonprofit Community Service Award, our second award recipient is Margie Rothschild from Uncommon Threads, located in Lawrence. Uncommon Threads is an innovative nonprofit located in Lawrence, and they provide, which is an amazing product, they provide to women, low-income women, clothing and jewelry and accessories for those individuals that are in need of assistance, and it's amazing. Please go by and visit. Please welcome Uncommon Threads.
Good morning. We've only been part of the chamber for about 18 months, but Joe and Michael have been so supportive, so we're really grateful for that. As Joe said, Uncommon Threads is a small and unique nonprofit over on Island Street in Lawrence, and we support low-income and other disadvantaged women with the goal of helping them to increase their self-esteem, their self-confidence, and their self-empowerment. And we do this through styling services, one-on-one personal styling services. These women come in, they try on clothes, they walk away with bags of beautiful new and like new clothes and handbags and accessories that are all donated to Uncommon Threads. And we also do empowerment programs and find all kinds of ways to really help these women achieve the goals in their lives. We do obviously rely on the support of donors and supporters, so if sponsors, so if anybody's interested, definitely come see us. And for the ladies in the room, we have an upscale resale boutique over on Island Street called Uncommon Closet. Maybe you've heard of it. But we have beautiful clothes that we do sell, and all the money goes back to the Uncommon Threads programs and services. So come shop. Always a good way to do good and look good. So thank you. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. And our Special Job Creation Award, Joe Farrow of Tuscan Village could not be here, but as you know, he's building a city in Salem, New Hampshire. We'll give Joe a round of applause. In the Perseverance Award, we have made a blanket statement, and that is all of you, every Merrimack Valley small business is getting an award. So clap for all of you. In the Retail Award, Andover Classic Wines could not attend. Give them a round of applause. The other Retail Award recipient is Fully Promoted of Andover Tewksbury. Please welcome Dennis Roush. They offer extensive branding and marketing services of businesses and organizations. Dennis, welcome.
There you go. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dennis Rush with Fully Promoted. Does anybody here know what Fully Promoted does? Does anyone remember the old Embroid Me store where they did embroidery? So as of January 1st, 2019, we rebranded and we are now called Fully Promoted. Why do we do that? Because we do much more than just embroidery. We do trade shows, we do events, we do everything promotional for your business. But first, I want to recognize, Joe and Mike, thank you so much for this opportunity. A good business doesn't happen by yourself. I recognize that without the support of Sarah Molander, who is our store manager, who has got us through this whole time, I've put so much work on her, and she has come through every single day. A little stressed out sometimes, but we get through the days. But I think to get through this time, we have to recognize the people that help us get through that. And Sarah she deserves this more than I do. She does everything at this store. She meets people, she takes care of all of the apparel, she embroiders. So she is the lifeblood of our business. So for me, I'm just here. She does all of the business for us. So I want to recognize that, and all of the employees that actually work for us, who make us successful, that's how we get through the day. That's how we make our business. So we need to recognize those people.
Thank you. In the service category, All Pro Electric is busy, and they are not able to attend. Give them a round of applause. And another unique company, Brides Across America, in our service-owned industry. We want to welcome Heidi and Terry. Brides Across America is a nonprofit committed to loving one another by gifting weddings and wedding gowns to our military and also first responders. Are they here? Yep. Come on down.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here. Well, we've not stopped since the pandemic happened. We've been just rolling with our military, our first responders, and supporting our COVID frontline healthcare workers. And we've been able to do 2 successful events nationwide last year in July, gifting more wedding gowns to our very well-deserved heroes, and in November as well. So our next event's going to be, we're working on that this July. We gifted a wedding, finally happened after many postponements due to the pandemic, to 2 Army medics in Chicago in April. So that was a long time wedding. That was, we were just elated to make that happen. So we've been continuing our mission this whole time. Definitely has been a struggle in the nonprofit sector, and we couldn't have done it without the support of the SBA and the community. So thank you so much. We really appreciate this award.
Veteran-owned. The Merrimack Valley has a very strong veteran business assistance program. We want to recognize Caliber Home Loans with William Kelly, serving 24 years active duty in the Coast Guard, taught him personal connections in the world of business. Please welcome our friend Bill Kelly.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming. I want to just take a moment to thank the Chamber, Joe, Mike, Rian, and the staff for their unflagging support of veterans, veteran-owned businesses, veterans issues. They're always on the forefront. They're always looking for that next horizon and how can they showcase a veteran-owned business in the most positive way. Caliber Home Loans is a full-service lender, but I specialize in VA lending. And I mentioned that maybe that doesn't affect you, but remember the veterans that are in your workforce. Remember the veterans that are in all of our lives. And Caliber is there to certainly help them access some of the benefits that they earned. Separately, I'm on the Veterans Support Committee within the Chamber. So if you have a veteran in your life that has a question on any of the benefits that they earned or any veteran-related issue, I would be happy to be a resource for them. And lastly, I just want to mention I'm wearing red today. Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, because we still have people in harm's way 24/7 across the globe, across all services, and I think it's worthwhile to take a moment to remember them. So thank you very much.
Thank One of the Michael's favorite veteran-owned businesses called Crumble Cookies in the Methuen is at the Loop. And he never fails. Michael walks out with a box of cookies that I can't eat anymore. So
They have different ones every week. You gotta
So we want to recognize Crumble Cookies, a veteran-owned business. They're obviously making cookies and aren't able to attend. You know, we talked about manufacturing here in the Merrimack Valley in Massachusetts. The Merrimack Valley is a hotbed of positive food-related products that are manufactured right here. One of the best in the nation is Cedars Mediterranean. They are in our wholesale award category. We want to recognize Chris Gaudette, Cedars CFO, and Nick Scanges, Cedars COO, who will be coming up for the award. And Cedars' story began in the kitchens of the Mediterranean, where Cedars founders Abe and Lila Hanna perfected the way they make hummus, and they continued on. They'll tell you some of the products they make. You've seen them in all your stores, and I know you've seen them at so many events that you go to. Please welcome our friends at Cedars Mediterranean, located right here in Haverhill. One of you will say something.
Well, good morning. My name is Christopher Gaudette. I've had the honor of being the CFO at Cedars for almost 20 years now. Joe, as you said, we are happy to be a part of the food manufacturing that goes on here in the Merrimack Valley. Some fun facts about Cedars that many people here in the Merrimack Valley don't know. We've been here for 40 years this year. And we produce, obviously, Cedars is our brand. But today we've got over 500,000 square feet in the Ward Hill Business Park, 4 buildings. We produce probably 60% of the U.S. private label hummus. We also have diversified our business and just started producing, many of you may remember the brand Dunkaroos. So for General Mills, it's the Pillsbury frosting with the little cookies. We also do a lot for a lot of the CPG companies. So if you don't know a lot about Cedars, I just wanted to share, we produce over 2 million pounds of hummus here in Haverhill on a weekly basis. So to the Chamber, Joe, Michael, your entire staff, to Sam Woolman and Mary Ann Donahue, who joined me here today from Cedars, and to all of you smaller businesses, what a tremendous job you've done this past year. Thank you to the SBA folks. Thank you, you guys. What a year it's been, and it's nice to see everybody's faces without masks again. Thank you.
Thank you again. I've had the opportunity to tour Cedars and watch the manufacturing process. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely immaculate, and the people are so fine to work with. It's just amazing, and this is why our products are the best in the world. Another great company. You know, it's amazing. You know, you see the products on the shelves, but you don't know where they come from. You don't know who makes them. Well, we do, because we tour their facilities. We know them from the start. We watch them grow. We've helped them move. We've helped them get equipment, financing, everything else. They know to call the Chamber. Jessica's Brick Oven. You'll see them on the supermarket stores. You'll see them in wholesale places. We want to recognize Nabil Bogus, the founder of Jessica's Brick Oven, now located in Methuen, and they are one of the world's best. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor being here, and on behalf of the Jessica's entire team and my family, we're a family-owned business still. I'd like to thank the Chamber, the SBA, and I have to honestly give a shout out to the Mass Growth. They got me started way back 13 years ago, and all my bank relationships in the city of Methuen has been phenomenal. We just moved into a new state-of-the-art facility over in Methuen, about 100,000 square foot, and now we're adding an additional 65,000 square feet. We've got about 200 employees and growing. Again, thank you very much, and I don't know what I'd do without the Merrimack Valley, and I'm grateful to be here. Thank you very much.
In our Women in Business Award, as we mentioned earlier, the Chamber has a tremendous Women in Business program. We have a quarterly lunch series. We also have a major conference at the end of the year, which is co-hosted by the sitting Congresswoman. This year it'll be, again, Laurie Trahan. And it's to help serve as a mentorship program. It's helped to serve as an advisor system, help women in business advance in their careers. In our Women in Business Award, we want to recognize a major leader, Karen Gomes from Home Health Foundation. She's the president and CEO of Home Health Foundation, a Lawrence-based nonprofit organization under the WellForce Health System, which provides a whole host of healthcare programs. Please welcome, is she here? Karen, are you here? I know she, not. So we will, is she here? We will, she wasn't planning until something must have come up, obviously, which so happens. We will present her award later. In the Women in Business Award, another one that has been in the forefront. I can't tell you how busy this organization is. I can't tell you the work they do in the community and in the region, and I can't tell you how this woman has been so instrumental in helping people. Deborah Wilson, President and CEO of Lawrence General Hospital. She has more than 34 years of experience in healthcare finance and operations. She served previously as a chief executive at Bridgewater Goddard Medical Associates and is now running Lawrence General Hospital. Please welcome Deborah Wilson from Lawrence General Hospital.
So thank you to the Chamber, and it's nice to see all of you today. For those of you who don't know, I came to Lawrence General 10 years ago, and on February 1st of 2020, after many years of hard work, I was promoted to the CEO. And a month later, the world as we know it blew up, and I had the honor and privilege of serving as the CEO of a hospital during a pandemic in a city that was truly at the epicenter of this terrible virus. So for those of you who are seeking to, advance your career and how do you do it, what I would say is you can do anything if you believe in the mission, and if you're passionate about the mission, and if you have great people around you, which I certainly do. Robin Hines is here from the hospital, my chief operating officer. And many of the things that we did really started when Robin came in my office and said, we need to set up an 8-lane testing site with the city and the state. And next thing you know, we did that, and we were testing 1,700 people a day. So thank you to my great team. Thank you to the Chamber. Thank you to all of you who sent food to my staff. I can only tell you that it meant so much because they were all truly frontline heroes. So on behalf of them, and I want to thank you for this award, and it means a lot to me. And our 150-year anniversary is coming up in a short 4 years. And right now we're fighting for COVID relief from the federal government and from the state, if you've read that in the papers, because we're certainly deserving of COVID relief. But I truly am optimistic that we will get that and we will move forward. And as our urgent care friends said, it's like back to the good old days of taking care of people that need hospitals and ambulatory care. So thank you.
Thank you. The Chamber organized several food donations to the hospitals, and this is what I remember. The staff came out and thanked us. And we're saying, wait a minute, you've got it wrong. We're thanking you. But they thanked us because someone cared. And I just want to say thank you to anyone in the medical field that survived this COVID period. We really, truly recognize how important you have been to each of us. Think of the alternative. So thank you all. Thank you, Lisa, everyone. Family-owned business. Many of the successes of the Merrimack Valley is because of family-owned businesses. And we want to recognize Casablanca, a growing family-owned business. We want to recognize Luis Vargas and his family. Where family meets fiesta is their motto in multiple locations. Casablanca, welcome our friends.
Congratulations.
Thank you much. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. Thank you very much. A lot of many faces I see in the different locations in Casablanca. Thank you very much. Thank you, SBA. Thank you, Chambers. Thank you very much. And I hope to see more often in the Casablanca restaurants. Margaritas and tacos is there, ready for you guys. My brother Alex is here from Hebron. So I want to say something.
I just want to give thanks to everybody that helped us during the pandemic. And these awards go to all the small local business.
Yes.
That's a reason because we struggled through the pandemic. So thanks to everybody for their support.
Thank you.
The other family-owned business award recipient, China Blossom, could not attend, but give them a round of applause. Another family-owned business award, Copy Labs, and accepting will be Bob and Sarah Westcott, and they have been in business for 40 years, I believe it may be. 47, I was close. Please welcome Copy Labs. Again, after we have 2 more awards, we're going to meet you all the award winners, we're going to meet at the stairs. After you, dear.
Thank you.
Just want to say thank you to the Chamber for having us and for supporting us through the years. As Joe said, we are in our 47th year of restoring the joy of ownership in copiers. And if there's anything I want you to take away from this, it's that it's not about selling the copiers, it's about the commitment we make to our customers and working with them every day. Thank you.
And I should mention that the Chamber has a very active Next Generation Leaders for Young People in Business. Sarah is part of that, and we urge all of you, whether you be for women-owned business, Next Generation Leaders, our healthcare series, our human resource series, our nonprofit series, veteran series, whatever we can help you with, please don't be afraid to contact the Chamber. Every once in a while you need a road paved, or you need a parking lot paved, or you need some work done. Call EJ Paving. Our next family-owned business award accepting will be Andrea, and she makes paving easy and painless.
Did I say that right?
Thank you, yes, thank you. Good morning, my name is Andrea McCann. I want to thank Joe and Michael. They're always so supportive of us at EJ. My family started the business in 1987. They had a Bobcat and a pickup truck, and my cousin Lee and Tom got married a couple of years after that, and fast forward 35 years, we're in the city of Methuen. We have over 300 pieces of equipment. We have 60 employees, and we pave all of Mass, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and sometimes we go down to New York. I'm just very grateful to be here today. We recently purchased another property in Methuen and in Haverhill. It's the old Lashy Garden Center. So 10 acres are in Methuen, 8 are in Haverhill. The city of Methuen and the city of Haverhill have been instrumental in getting us and helping us through our permits. And you'll see if you drive by Lashy's, there's a lot of trucks there, and it's going to be a nice project for both cities. Thank you again. Thank you.
Another family-owned business is Nancy's Marsh View Cafe and Bakery. They're located in Salisbury, Mass. If you're in that area, stop by and see Nancy's. They're obviously making breakfast for those that are stopping by. Give them a round of applause. And I think we'll probably save the best to last. Let me tell you that I had the good fortune of working with this person when he was mayor of the city of Lawrence. We actually met with a major company on the morning of the Super Bowl playoffs, and he was able to get, I still don't believe this, every city department that we needed to be in the room came out on a Sunday morning for this mayor. And that company actually did, in fact, move to the city of Lawrence. And they wanted no one to know they were even thinking about leaving their former city. Please welcome T.A. Sullivan Insurance and Real Estate Family-Owned Business Award. The accepted will be Michael Sullivan and niece. Come on up. After this, all award winners, please go to the front steps for a great photo.
After you, sir. Thank you. Was that a true story or not?
Yeah, that's a true story. We have a lot of them, but I will be very brief. And thank you for this award, and congratulations to all the recipients and everyone that's here. Just quickly, we were started the business in 1963. My dad started the business, and we are now third generation, and we're looking to expand in the field of insurance and real estate. So my mom, who's still very active in the business at the young age of 96, is the first generation. And then me and my brothers are the second generation, and we are now introducing my niece, Samantha Sullivan, is third generation that will continue on with the agency. And the only little bit of advice that I give to Sam is stay active in this Chamber of Commerce, because literally any advice or contacts you need, you really get it here through the activity of the Chamber of Commerce. So we are honored once again, Joe, Michael, Bob, thank you for your words, and Kenny for your leadership.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you all throughout the year. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to, first of all, congratulations to each and every one of the award recipients. It is always a very difficult task to select these award recipients, but we want to say thank you for all you do, all the jobs you create, all the business you generate, and all the people you help. I want to say thank you to Align Credit Union, our annual sponsor. Give them a round of applause. And say thank you to Ray Roble, who helps coordinate the program for us on behalf of Align, and Ray, I want to say thank you to you. I also want to say thank you to the SBA. As I mentioned, literally, as Bob was coming in today, I was talking to him about a program that we want to get involved with, a brand new program, and Bob said, absolutely, make a call for us. We'll do that. And that's the difference with the SBA. They're here to help. So if anyone has any questions, you can call the SBA directly. You can call Lisa, who works in conjunction with us, or you can call us, who will make the referrals for you. Give Bob Nelson a round of applause. And if you think it was great being out in person, join us on June 23rd at our Economic Development Forum with the Secretary, Mike Keneally. Remember, Michael talks to the governor. He's the direct contact to the governor on any business development matters. And you'll see that happen. That'll be at the Phoenician. It'll be a lunch program in person. And then I'm sure you get a few emails every day from the Merrimack Valley Chamber. So whether it be the mixers that are coming up, or whether it be our lunch series, our next lunch series is at G's in Haverhill on Tuesday. Our next mixer is coming up. That'll be in Andover. If you want to be involved in any of the programs, if you want to be a sponsor, let us know. But most importantly, remember this. The Merrimack Valley Chamber is here for you, and we recognize each and every one of you as important members of our chamber. So, Michael, anything you want to say before you close them out? Just remind them where they have to go.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. I want to give another shout out to Lawrence Community Television, Access Television for filming, Haverhill Community Television for editing this program. It'll be available online shortly. And we're going to head out to the stairs now. Just all four with your awards. We're going to take one group shot and then enjoy the rest of your Friday and weekend. Thank you for all you do.
Welcome, everybody. This is Tom Spitaleri, President of the Board of Directors of Lawrence Cable Access TV. And we were honored today to be at the Merrimack Valley Chamber Business Breakfast, where they gave out a bunch of awards. And here we got Michael Bevilacqua from the Merrimack Valley Chamber. Michael, thank you for this morning.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate
Great morning. You had a great turnout.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
First mask-free event.
Yeah.
Everybody had a great time, and I think you had a couple hundred people there, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, we've had the evening mixer starting back up, but this is our first big signature event. It was great to be able to honor the members of the Chamber of Commerce, the ones that were on the front line each and every day during the entire pandemic, you know, making business work, everything going on here. We also are very honored to have the SBA Director for the state of Massachusetts, Robert Nelson, as a keynote speaker. We are very honored to have him. It was great to be able to award the members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. And like you said, a couple hundred people in this room right after COVID. It's great to see.
It was, and everybody had a great time.
Yes.
The award recipients were well deserved. I knew a lot of them personally, being
A lot of our
involved around
neighbors
there.
right here, yep.
Yeah, a lot of the neighbors right here in the Merrimack Valley.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people who would be watching this?
I just want to say thank you to everyone for everything they did, especially during this pandemic. It is great to be back in business, great to have events like this, but we are, again, very fortunate to have SBA Director Robert Nelson to come, someone who is there each and every day for members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber, someone who is there each and every day for the business community, and we look forward to working with the SBA. We look forward to working with the entire Merrimack Valley. If you're not a member of the Chamber yet, make sure to reach out to us, 978-686-0900. We're on social media, MerrimackValleyChamber.com, and thank you to Lawrence Community Access Television as well.
No problem. Thank you, Michael. Yes. And now we got Joe over here. Joe, thanks. What a great event you had here today, huh?
This is absolutely amazing. Over 150 people. This is the first big event that we've had since COVID. It just shows that people want to be out together, and they want to recognize the importance of small business right here in the Merrimack Valley. And no one does it better. No one serves the small business community in the Merrimack Valley better than the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce.
No, you guys do a great job, and we want to thank you for letting us film this today.
We want to say thank you to Lawrence Community Television. We want to say thank you to you, your whole crew, and also I think HC Media is going to edit it, so we want to say thank you for the joint work. And this is important. It's important to let the public know what small business does right here in the Valley, the jobs that are created, the investment that's being made, and the fact that these businesses have struggled through the COVID period and they survived. And I want to say thank you to you.
No problem, Joe. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Yes, not a problem.